Good morning. We got in yesterday. I don't know what time it would have been our time. It was 9:35 a.m. here. So I tried to stay up as late as I could. And I woke up at about 5:30 this morning, New Zealand time, which is pretty late my time. So I think I'm caught up on my sleep. I am wearing, look at this, the Trunk Club sweater, the green one that I got. And going to go out and about downtown today, so I may put some more pictures together from what's going on here. Now, the most important part of the trip is my granddaughter. So we'll see if her mother lets the new baby be on YouTube. If not, oh well. One more thing I want to add. My daughter apparently does not own a hairdryer, so that's kind of like what my hair does if there's no hairdryer to straighten it down. Maybe I'll start a new trend, I don't know. Okay, I'm coming out of my daughter's house, going into the backyard. One thing, it is summer here. Everything is blooming. It is their equivalent of August. Going down into the front yard here, this view. Okay, but it is flipping freezing here. It is so cold. It is probably, I'm going outside now, it's probably, it's about 50 degrees, which is, I guess is not that cold, but when it's August, the equivalent of August, it's pretty darn cold. Now she has this, everything's hilly here, because we're like on a big hill slope, then you hit big mountain slopes. So let me go up to her deck, and then I'll show you the backyard. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Shaky cam. And there's some of her little potted plants. Okay, maybe Dee would know what these are, because I don't. I look at plants and they wither, with the exception of these two long-lived plants I have in my house. Other than that, they just shrivel up and die when they see me. Okay, there's the hills outside her house. Probably can't see the sheep on the hills, but there are. Clothesline, which I love. I don't have a clothesline because my yard is so shaded. And then it's a terraced backyard. The birds here are amazing. I don't know what this thing is, but it's cool looking. Now we are on the South Island of New Zealand, very, very far south. And I did expect it to be cooler in the summer than in New Jersey, but I didn't expect it to be this much cooler. And I'm really glad I bought those cardigans. Ooh, they have a hammock that's soaking wet now because it's been raining like crazy. And here we go. And now you can see the hills in the distance. New Zealand is the southernmost of the Polynesian islands. Hawaii is the northernmost. And boy, they couldn't be more different, I'll tell you. This is, in some ways, it's really reminiscent of, I guess, mountain climates. We used to go up to the Catskills a lot, which are smaller than the mountains here, but morning is similar. The difference here is there's no heat in houses. They have a little heat pump for if it gets bitter cold, but on the whole, they just live with the chill. And I'm so spoiled. I'm one of those, you know, fat, spoiled Americans. What can you say? I want my heat on. Yesterday it was like just about 62 degrees, the height of the day. My daughter's walking around with a t-shirt saying she's hot. She's acclimated. Okay, more of the garden here. Cute little things. There's a little stone sheep in the garden down there. Isn't that cute? Now they rent this house. It is lovely to see and smell the flowers. It does, even though it's very cool, it has that Augusty smell, which I just love. Let me show you what's on my feet. My Band-Aid shoes. I have more Trunk Club trousers on. They're nice and warm, too. Now, these are not the gold Band-Aid shoes I got in my Stitch Fix box, but after Mitch couldn't get me another pair, I ordered from different sources 3 more pairs. Same shoes, different color, same material, had little holes in it like a Band-Aid, and my bad feet can wear them. And believe me, I need my feet in tip-top shape for this area because I have to like climb a hill from the driveway just to get to this house. Let's do some more garden stuff. I I love the color of that house. I love yellows. And I do love the garden and the plants and the summery flowers. Yay. Oh, what are those things? Daisies? I don't know. I'm not a flower person. They don't quite look like daisies. Asters? Maybe? And here's a little pretty red thing, whatever it is. I don't know what that is, but isn't it pretty? Can you hear the birds? I hope they're picking that up. I love birds. And there are bird calls I have never ever heard before here. I hope the sound on the iPad is getting them. Let's walk down to the front. Oh gosh, more steps. Thank goodness for Band-Aid shoes. You know that song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers? I'm going to make it, rewrite the lyric so it's Thank God for Band-Aid shoes. I can walk. Roses, oh, roses in February. Oh, there's more of these thingies. What are these, hydrangeas? Ow. It does get to my feet. And then there is something critical over here. That's the washer and dryer room. Let's walk out front. Sorry about that. All right, look at this. All the flowers. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you a picture of my grandbaby soon. I've got to wait for her parents to organize that. So we got in the day before yesterday after probably the worst plane flight of my life, but I'm not a plane person to begin with. And I'm finally adjusting. Well, it's a big time difference, but I'm adjusting to the schedule now, so I'm relatively coherent today. More of the garden. I have no idea if this is going to come out or not. I should know what those big red things are. My dad used to grow them. And the orange things. The red and orange things. And then I don't know what the white things are. Or the really pretty little yellow things. Both my father and my maternal grandfather were big gardeners. And they would know all these things. But I don't. Okay, coming down again. Now there's big spiky things that look like they're from Gilligan's Island growing in the distance there. You see that? Some kind of tropically looking thing. We're not tropical here. I think they get more tropical, or at least subtropical, on the North Island. I gotta look up my New Zealand information. The only thing I know about it is they filmed Lord of the Rings here. I think willow, too. By the way, most of Lord of the Rings was filmed apparently on this island, and if you look up at those hills, you can kind of tell. And there's her street. Very windy, because everything's on hills. And they drive backwards here too, like in England, which is very disconcerting. I haven't driven yet, but I nearly screamed when my son-in-law turned correctly into the correct lane. It was the left lane. And I thought we were going to get killed because I'm so used to driving on the other side of the street. Not sure what that is, but I think it's seen better days. And there, I'll give you one last shot of the hill again. Actually really reminds me of the Catskills in New York State, where my aunt had a farm. It looks and smells just like it, and it's on the other side of the world, but she didn't have spiky, tropical looking plants. The rest of it though, boy, it really looks like that. There's a spiky plant. Let me get up closer to it, see? One of these things is not like the other. Okay, that does not look like the Catskills spiky plant. I feel like I'm in a very slightly alternate dimension.